Your business partner isn't pulling their weight anymore. Maybe they're making terrible decisions. Maybe they're stealing from the company, or maybe you just can't stand working with them another day. You want them out. But there is the $1,000,000 question. Can you actually force out your business partner? In this video, I will answer whether you can legally force a partner out of your Florida business. By the end of this video, you will know the exact legal mechanisms available to you. You'll understand when you can remove a partner, and you'll learn the costly mistakes that could destroy your case before it even starts. I'm Santiago Cueto, board certified international business law expert and best-selling author based right here in Miami, Florida. I've helped dozens of business owners navigate these exact situations. Let me show you what really works. Let me start with the answer you're probably not going to like. In most cases, you cannot simply vote your partner out. I see business owners make this assumption all the time. They think majority rules. They believe they can just hold a vote and kick someone out. That's not how Florida law works. Here's why. When someone becomes a partner or a member of your business, they acquire ownership rights. It's no different than acquiring a car, something of value. These are property rights. You can't just take away someone's property because you don't like them anymore. It would be like trying to force your neighbor to sell their house because they play loud music. But stay with me. There are legal ways to force a partner out. You just need to know the right approach. The first thing you need to understand is this. Everything depends on your operating agreement or partnership agreement. This document is your roadmap. It's your constitution. It determines what you can and cannot do. Some operating agreements include buyout provisions. These provisions let you purchase a partner's interest under specific circumstances. Other agreements have expulsion clauses. These clauses list the exact reasons that you can remove a partner. Think of it like this. Your operating agreement is like the terms of service, but for your business relationship. If you agree to certain exit rules up front, those rules will control. Let me give you a real-world example. I worked with two partners who started a restaurant together. Let's call them Mike and Tom. Tom stopped showing up to work. He wasn't paying attention to the business. He was collecting his share of profits without doing anything. Mike was furious. He wanted Tom out immediately. But their operating agreement had a deadlock provision. Neither partner can force the other out without a specific breach of the agreement. So what did Mike do? He couldn't just remove Tom, but he could document everything. Every missed meeting, every responsibility Tom ignored, every way Tom violated his duties as a member. This documentation became crucial because there is another way to force a partner out. It's called judicial dissolution. Judicial dissolution means you ask a Florida court to dissolve the entire business. You're basically saying the partnership is so broken that the company cannot function anymore. The court can then order a buyout or wind down the business under Florida law. This gives you specific grounds for judicial dissolution. One ground is when your partner makes it impractical to carry on the business. Another is when your partner engages in conduct that makes it not reasonably practical to carry on business with that person. Before I show you the other legal mechanisms available, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button if you're finding this valuable and subscribe to my channel. I break down complex Florida business law into practical advice you can actually use. You don't want to miss the next part. Now let me tell you about one of the most powerful tools available. It's called the oppression remedy. This is a game changer for minority owners. Florida law protects minority members from oppressive conduct. All right, so what's oppressive conduct? It's when the majority owners abuse their power. They freeze you out of decisions. They refuse to distribute profits, and they pay themselves excessive salaries while giving you nothing. Under Florida law, a court can order several remedies. The court can order the company to purchase your shares at fair value. The court can appoint a receiver to run the business, and the court can even dissolve the entire company. Now, here's what makes this so powerful. You don't need majority control to use this remedy. You just need to prove the other owners acted oppressively. I represented a minority owner whose partners changed the locks on the office. They removed him from the bank accounts and they stopped responding to his emails. The court found this was oppressive conduct. They ordered a buyout at fair market value. The majority owners learned a very expensive lessons. You cannot abuse your power just because you have more votes. And here's another critical concept. Every partner owes fiduciary duties to the business and to each other. These are the highest duties recognized by the law. All right, so what are these duties? The duty of loyalty means you cannot compete with the company. You cannot take business opportunities for yourself. You cannot have conflicts of interest without disclosure. And the duty of care means you must act within reasonable care in managing the business. You cannot be grossly negligent. You cannot ignore your responsibilities completely. When a partner breaches these duties, you have options. You can sue for damages. You can seek an injunction to stop that bad behavior. In serious cases, the breach can support a claim for judicial dissolution. I've seen partners steal customer lists. I've seen partners start competing businesses. I've seen partners drain company bank accounts. All of these are breaches of fiduciary duties. All of these can help you force a partner out. So what should you do right now? Let me give you the practical steps that you can use today. First, find your operating agreement. Read it carefully. Look for buyout provisions. Look for expulsion clauses. Look for deadlock mechanisms. Your agreement might already give you a way out. Now, if your agreement is silent, don't panic. You still have options. Second, start documenting everything. Keep records of every problem. Save emails. Take notes of conversations. Track financial irregularities. This documentation will be essential if you end up in court. And third, try to negotiate first. Litigation is expensive. It's time-consuming. It's emotionally draining. A negotiated buyout is almost always better than a court battle. Offer to buy your partner out at a fair price, or ask them to buy you out. Sometimes people just need a graceful exit. But if negotiations fail, you need to be ready to take legal action. Don't wait too long. Some claims have statute of limitations. Evidence gets lost, memories fade. The sooner you act, the better. And here's what you absolutely cannot do. You cannot lock out your partner out of the business. You cannot stop paying them for their distributions. You cannot make major decisions without them if they have a right to vote. Why? Because then you become the oppressor. You become the one breaching fiduciary duties. You've just handed your partner the exact claims they need to sue you. I've seen business owners try to force partners out by freezing them out. It always backfires. The court sees right through it. Now you're facing liability instead of getting the relief that you want. Do this the right way. Follow the law. Use the legal mechanisms that are available to you. Forcing a partner out, it's never easy, but it's possible when you know the law. You can use your operating agreement provisions. You can seek judicial dissolution. You can pursue an oppression remedy, and you can sue for breach of fiduciary duty. The key is having a strategy. You need documentation, you need patience, and you need experienced legal counsel who understands Florida business law. Now, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more practical legal advice. I'm Santiago Cueto, your Florida business attorney. Be sure to watch more of my videos right here.